Have a good time.
So you might remember this from a few vlogs ago. I mentioned that I was going to be bringing this bag folded up in my ski bag when I went to Japan because I was planning to do a lot of shopping, and if you watched my last seiko vlog, you did see that I ended up doing a bunch of shopping at the outlet before I left Japan. So I just wanted to share what I picked up at the outlet. There are pretty much 4 stores that I specifically wanted to go to because they're all Japanese specific brands. The first one was Onitsuka Tiger. When we were in London, we actually went to one of those stores. They don't have them anymore in New York City, and I wanted to check out the outlet to see what kind of deals they had. Ended up going to Mont, which was a outdoor camping type of store. Think about like Snow Peak, but a little bit cheaper. And then after that I went to Beams, which is also a Japanese specific store. And then lastly I went to Seiko, which is the Japanese watch brand. Okay, let's talk about the first pickup. I went to Onitsuka Tiger and I didn't find anything for myself, but I did pick up a pair of shoes for Jess. And I got this, which is the Serrano. So this is normally like $175 shoe. But at the outlet, after all the conversions, I looked at my credit card statement, this came out to about 77 bucks. And the thing I like about shopping in Japan is that since me and Jess are small people, they are more likely to have our sizes, and whenever Jess goes shopping, she never finds shoes that are smaller than like a 5 in men's, and she's a 4.5 in men's, and a lot of the displays that they had were size 4 or 5. So they had a lot of stock of shoes in Jess's size. I think that was one of the issues that we had when we were in London, is that she liked a lot of shoes there, but they didn't have anything small enough. Now let's talk about Mont. This is where I did the most damage at the outlet. It was actually the store that I was most excited to go to because Jess and I do a lot of camping and there's a lot of stuff that I like from them. We actually went to one when we were in Korea and we ended up buying a bunch. So since this was an outlet, super excited to go there. So first thing that I picked up was a water bottle. So we had a water bottle that we used for traveling, but it got dented and it's starting to leak all over the place. So figured I would replace it, and I didn't bring a water bottle on this trip to Japan, so I needed one for the flight back. So I ended up picking this up. I also ended up getting a couple cooking tools. So this is like a 2-piece cooker set which nests within each other, and it's this like rectangular design with these yellow handles. Really cool. And to match that, I also picked up a kettle. So this is like a kettle that you could heat up liquids in, so definitely could use one of those while camping. Next, I got a couple pairs of gloves. Now I got a standard like 5-fingered snow glove. And then I also got a new pair of mittens, and I really am excited about these because when I was in Japan skiing, whenever I need to record with my camera, I end up needing to just pull my mitten off and just get my camera set up, hit the record button, then try to slide my hand into my mitten, and they're pretty tight, so it's kind of annoying to like quickly take it off and put it back on. But these gloves from Mont, and I'm not sure if this is something that Mont does and patented. It says patent pending on these, but the thing I like about these gloves is that they're just regular mittens, but they have a zipper on them that I could actually take my hand out with the mitten still on and be able to, use my camera or get all set up, and then when I need to put my hand back in, I just put it back in here and then I could easily zip it back up. Next up, I ended up picking up a new hat, so a very standard black and white hat. And then I ended up getting a couple little bags. So the first bag that I got was a little bag that I'm using for my camera accessories. And then I also picked up these like little bags that fold up to a wallet size, but they're like a shopping bag. So, around here now that they are making you pay to get bags, having these in your pocket, there's 2 different sizes. It's perfect to just have for just walking around and not sure if you're going to buy anything, but end up buying something and need a bag for it. And lastly, I went to Seiko, the watch store, and I ended up picking up this watch. So over at the outlet they had some 50% off sales, and this watch was actually not that expensive. I think after the 50% off I paid around 115 bucks, and it's a chronograph watch, and it's this cool green color, and it's also a model that they only sell in Japan. So even though it's cheap, it's something that you could only really get in Japan. But I was really excited to pick up a Seiko watch while I was out there. So I also mentioned that I went to Beams, and I ended up not picking up anything there because the store there was mostly clothing, and I wasn't really in the mood to shop for clothing while on that trip, so I ended up not picking up anything from there.